our next breakthrough is a company that you may at first look at and say, well, okay, we've seen digital photography before, we've seen these management tools, but this is a really different, interesting one. Digital photography is certainly moving and making inroads, but it's still largely the premise of those of us with some technical prowess. And when it comes to photo sharing, we're sending email pictures off to grandma and then providing tech support at 3,000 miles away. I think that what Lifescape is going to show you today demonstrates that we can make that process a lot easier. We can make photo sharing a lot easier. And what grandma really wants is the brag book to take in her pocketbook to all of her club meetings. Printing photos, digital photos, becomes more of a challenge in the digital age. Lifescape has addressed that as well. So please welcome Lars Perkins to see what Lifescape is doing with Picasa.
Thanks, Chris. So, we all bought digital cameras, right? I mean, we all have them. And the reason we bought them, why did we buy them? Because it makes it easy to share our pictures. That's what most people say when you ask, why do you have a digital camera? It's easy to share. But let's face it, it's not easy enough. I mean, getting pictures off of your camera and onto your grandma's refrigerator is just too hard. It starts with some software that came with your camera. It requires you to remember some path where the pictures were placed, and this probably looks familiar to all of us here, documents and settings. You can better remember this because you need it later. Then we go to a photo editing program, we get our red eye out, we rotate the pictures, we crop, we do all those things. And then it lives in Windows Explorer, where you can almost do the things you want, but not quite. So you probably buy a product like this, which looks like a nuclear power plant control panel, where you can do everything. You can see all the pictures of your kids in 24-bit color resolution with all the details about every technical aspect of it, and you still haven't sent them to Mom. So fire up the email client, put the path in that we wrote down on our Post-it before. Mom fires up her browser, and this is what she gets. I mean, how many times have you been to your parents' house or to your friend's house and you see these two 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper taped onto the refrigerator? It just doesn't need to be that hard. So that's why we created Picasa, which we call the best home for your pictures. Now, the first thing Picasa does when you run it is it finds all the pictures on your computer, no matter where they are. And then it organizes them. And how does it organize them? Surprise, surprise. It doesn't organize them alphabetically by the folder name Windows gave to them. It organizes them by time, because time is the most important thing about pictures. So up here at the top, I've got pictures that I took yesterday of my kids playing out by the pool. And I can go backwards in time. Now watch how fast this is, just to zoom through my life and go all the way backwards to, say, 1986, where you see I look exactly the way I do right now, right? But once your pictures are in here, you can find a picture, and maybe it's not quite right, it's a little bit too dark. You can press one button, you can enhance it. Or you can crop it and take out the part that you really want to save, like that. Or maybe you decide, you know, really, there's a different part of that picture I want to keep, and save that instead. We always keep the original, so your work is never lost. If you change your mind, you can go back. It's just common sense stuff. So once we have the pictures in here and you've got them all ready to go, you just select the ones that you want. They appear in the picture tray at the bottom, and you press email. It fires up your email client, and there they are, resized, ready to send to Mom. But you know what? I still feel like computers kind of get in the way of enjoying the pictures. Pictures are really emotional. They're the things that we run back into our burning house and get if our house catches on fire. And Gordon Moore keeps giving us all these MIPS, and what do? We invent new ways to do revision marking in Microsoft Word. I mean, why don't we take some of that power and make computers easier to use and more fun? So we created a way that we think is a lot more fun. We call it the timeline. This is a way to look at your pictures. And in this timeline, you can see all the pictures that you have on your machine, with the old ones off in the distance, the new ones right up front, and you can zoom through it. Or you can select a date down at the bottom and say, okay, November 2002. What was I doing back then? Let me take a look and maybe start a slideshow. So I can find the pictures that are important to me in my life by time, start a slideshow up, and watch that on screen. So we've created this really amazing environment to manage all your pictures, to have them, to enjoy them in. But to get other people's pictures into that, you still have to fire up an email client, detach images, save them onto the machine, make sure they're in the right directory. And that's still too hard. I mean, what if you didn't have to use email to share pictures? What if you set up a relationship with your friends and family that meant that when they had pictures to share with you, they just appeared? Wouldn't that be cool? You can watch them appearing. Mike Herf's been sitting in the audience here now taking pictures this morning, and he's sharing them with me because I've set up a trusted peer-to-peer relationship with him that says if he's got pictures, he can send them right to me. That means there's no email, there's no paths, there's nothing. They're just right here in the home that I know how to use to do everything I want to with my pictures. And once they're here, I can do everything that I want. And you can see this is all real time. These are pictures that were taken just a few moments ago. And now they're on my machine, not coming off of a website, not with that latency, takes too long, etc. They're right here. And we set up another feature that Chris was alluding to that says if you set up this relationship with your mom and she likes some of these pictures, she can just select them, press order prints, she'll get them in the mail 4 days later. No credit cards, no typing in her address. It's one-click buying because you've done the work to set that up for her. So she gets her pictures in the mail and everybody's happy. Now, sharing pictures isn't just about sharing to other people, it's also about sharing to other devices. Because let's face it, we don't want to sit huddling around a computer monitor to share our pictures or to watch a slideshow. We'd rather do it on our TV. So what I can do here is from the application say, export to TiVo. I'm sitting in the living room now. I select music and photos. And then I cross my fingers. I wait, and I press play. And on my TV, right now, are the pictures that Mike sent to me from the audience 30 seconds ago. I'm watching them in the living room wirelessly. Product costs $30. Sharing doesn't cost any extra. We're in booth 2 in the pavilion. We'd be glad to give you a free copy. Thanks a lot.